Better Police Reports, Building Your Brain Power. I'm Jean Reynolds. I wrote Criminal Justice Report Writing, the textbook you'll be using in this class. I'm a trainer and consultant, as well as the author of 11 books. I've helped many cadets, officers, instructors, and administrators solve problems with report writing. My background includes teaching English in college classrooms and studying language theory in graduate school. I have two important messages for you today. 1. You know more about writing than you think you do. 2. Sharpening your writing skills is easier than you might expect. Let's talk about police reports. You already know that police reports are important. They help solve crimes and prosecute criminals. But perhaps you don't feel confident about writing. That's true of many cadets. So I'm going to talk about a resource you might not have thought much about, your brain. Your brain has 86 billion neurons. Many of them are devoted to language. The language circuitry in your brain is incredibly complex, and it's been developing since you were born. What was the first language you learned as a child? Whether it was English, a Native American language, or another language, it shares a foundation with all other languages. Every language has a systematic structure, a large storehouse of vocabulary words, the capability to express complex information and ideas. Now think about how you learned to speak. No one sat you down with a grammar textbook. You figured it out yourself. You listened to other people talk, and then you tried doing the same thing yourself. No matter what language you're using, your amazing brain efficiently deals with intricate language structures all the time. Now that you understand the power of those 86 billion neurons, you can see why your brain holds the key to better writing. What many people don't realize is that neurons can change. This picture represents ordinary neurons, and this picture shows the result of learning. Neurons pair up and connect to one another. When you stimulate your brain, it responds by organizing neurons and making new connections. The learning process can feel uncomfortable, even scary, while your neurons are on the move. But when your brain makes the connections, you feel great. How can you stimulate your brain? Through active learning, something that happens all the time in your academy training. Practicing new skills stimulates the neurons in your brain to organize themselves and make connections. When you complete your academy training, you will have a better brain. It's just as important to know the kinds of learning that don't build a better brain. Sitting quietly while someone else is talking may not do much to stimulate your brain. Of course, you can acquire a lot of information from a speaker or teacher. But if your goal is a better brain, you also need to plan many active learning projects. Here's the good news. Your report writing classes will include many tasks designed to stimulate your brain. You'll be talking with other students, performing a variety of writing tasks, reading, and using your thinking skills to tackle problems. Here are some guidelines to remember as you tackle these brain-building activities. 1. Focus on the process, not the product. Don't let yourself get frustrated if an activity seems challenging. Your goal is to activate your brain. You're not competing for a prize. 2. Respect your brain. You have a lifetime of language experiences from school, TV, family members, and friends stored inside your head. Your language hardware has been working for you all these years, and it's going to get stronger. 3. Remember that the person who's doing the talking is the person who's doing the learning. This is one of the most important principles of active learning. Make sure everyone on your team has plenty of opportunities to talk. 4. Trust your instructor and your team. If you're used to sitting quietly in a classroom while someone else does the talking, active learning can seem strange and new at first. Be patient and give the process a chance to do its work. 5. Look for opportunities to practice leadership. Group study is a great place to learn about leadership. A bonus is that you'll use those skills throughout your law enforcement career. 6. Remind yourself that report writing isn't difficult. Most of the sentences you're going to write will be simple and straightforward. I questioned Johnson. Carter picked up a kitchen knife. The complicated part of a police report is thinking about what happened at the scene. And thinking is something you already know how to do. Let's review what you've learned today. Your brain changes during learning. Group learning experiences are great brain builders. Learning can feel scary and difficult while your brain is trying to make new connections. Persistence and active learning through talking, writing, and reading are the keys to success. I hope you're excited about the learning adventures that lie ahead. Enjoy your training program and remember to celebrate your progress every step of the way.